The Sega Master System. The challenge will always be there.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at game number 2 in R20 from the Sega Master System series. This was a fantastic, originally an arcade game by Irem in 1987, and the Sega Master System version was released in 1988, and this is not my type, it's not your type, it's our type. But this is a horizontally scrolling shoot-'em-up in which you control what is called the R-9 Arrowhead, and it's a type of ship, the R-type. And you have this shield that you can release, and it'll fly off forward, and you can have it shoot on its own, and it can shoot the bosses for you, and it can't take any damage or be destroyed, which is nice. Or you can recollect it and touch it on any side of your spaceship and have it protect you on that side, which is very cool. Yeah, this was originally an arcade release by Irem in 1987, and the Sega Master System port, which is excellent, was released in 1988. And we'll get started here. You can have a charged shot in which you hold down the fire button and then release a couple seconds later for a much stronger shot. I kind of wish there was rapid fire for this game, but there isn't. The game is kind of hard on the fingers or thumbs or whatever. There will be these little hopping robots every once in a while. Sorry about my voice, it's kind of gone right now. But there will be these little hopping robots once in a while that you can destroy, and they will give you power-ups. And the power-ups include your first, your shield, which you don't get right off the bat in the game to start with, and you have to recollect it after you die. But that guy right there will give you power-ups. There is a pod, which is, well, actually it's called the Force, which is the shield. That is a little, I think, a little blue circle. There is a S that stands for speed up. There is a weapon upgrade in the colors of blue, red, and yellow, and those will respectively give you a Ricochet Laser, a ring laser, or side flames. And there is a red dot which gives you an option fighter, which I have one of, and you can have up to 2. And there are missiles, which I just picked up. The weapons that you can get are very cool in this game. I remember seeing a demo of the Sega Master System at a Toys R Us back in the day, and there was a little video of some of the games you could play on it, and R-Type was one of them, and I was pretty impressed. So were a lot of Sega Master System players. And we are going to encounter our first boss, and this is where you can make the shield, releasing the shield, very, very useful. See, it's sitting in its gut right where that sensor is. And it beat the boss already. Now the shield, as you move up or down, it will follow your movements. But it couldn't really follow my movements there because it was stuck in the gut of the boss. You get an extra life, I think, every 100,000 points. But the buttons, button number 1 on the Sega Master System controller is fire. And again, you can hold it down and release a stronger charged shot. And then the second button is for your shield, and you can release it by pressing that button. And you could press it again to make it come back to you. And again, releasing the shield can be very beneficial in boss fights. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. And this plays very much like the arcade version from what I remember. I actually only saw the arcade version once, and that was, I think, a nickel arcade. But there have been several releases, or several sequels to R-Type over the years. It's definitely one of Irem's best titles, if not the best. This, I know that this version plays a little easier than the arcade because there is some slowdown noticeably. Ah, damn it! I ran out of room. You have a little bit more room, perhaps, than you think. Note that you lose all your weapons on your next life. You have a little more room in this game than you might think. There will be boss fights where you can just slip into a little crevice or a little nook or cranny or what have you in order to be able to blast a boss's sensor. There's the Ricochet Lasers. I remember when I saw the video of the various games that you can play on the Sega Master System on the demo at Toys R Us. I think I saw the ring laser, that the ship had the ring laser, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool power-up. But I never ended up playing the Sega Master System back in the day. There's definitely some good games for it. This boss is kind of cool. It's this weird thing where this centipede type thing comes out of one of four different holes, and that little blue eye that juts out, that's what you need to destroy. And here is where you can just slip in just behind his sensor and blast it when it appears. Yikes. As you've noticed before, collision with any enemy or bullet is instant death, as is running into a wall. I think most walls. I think some walls you can actually touch and not die. I think I've seen that happen at least once. I can't remember which ones. But you can just barely sneak in between the blue eye and one of the holes that the centipede type thing can go into. And note that I just afforded myself enough room to get in the center of the centipede's path. You can't destroy the centipede, I don't believe. You just need to worry about that eye. That blue eye. And there we go. You do not have to destroy every boss. If you take too long, it might go away on its own, and you'll still get points for clearing the level. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what's up with my voice. I know that having to wear a mask all day at work is not good for my health. But I have to wear it at work. And there's the side flames power up. Now this level is cool. It is just one ship that you'll face, and yeah, there's a little bit more graphical glitching that seems to happen with this emulator when you record off it, or at least when you record with the emulator's own video capturing device. But yeah, you can destroy various cannons on this giant ship. The shield will not block every single shot. Some of the giant lasers or really big flames or shots can go through the shield and kill you. but the little pellets, you'll always be able to block those with the shield. There will be numerous times in this game where enemies will attack from all sides. It's that first stage where there's the circle of enemies that you have to get in the center of. That can be particularly difficult for beginners. And you need to get in the center of it before the thing closes, and you'll crash into the enemy and die. And now I just need to finish destroying this ship. Some of the enemies are quite large, and they can pin you and kill you by running into you. And just when you're afforded enough room, you'll need to slip in through above and destroy the rest of that ship. There's a blue sensor that juts out in the center of it, and you'll need to hit that enough times to destroy the ship. But this is one of those bosses where you don't have to destroy it. It'll go away on its own, I think. But destroy what you can. Excuse me. The ship doesn't afford you much room to scoot through and be able to destroy the enemies on the top, or the lasers, or cannons, or what have you. Yeah, this game plays really, really close to the arcade. There are a couple cool tricks in this game that we'll get to later. There's an invincibility cheat. There is a trick to give yourself more continues. Anytime you die, you have, well, the first time you die, you will have 3 continues total. There are 8 stages in this game, and there is a bonus stage, and there the ship went away. There is a bonus stage, and I will show you later on how to get that, and it is on stage 4 where you uncover it. And you can complete that special stage, and then you go to stage 5. Yeah, these guys can be a pain. These guys, sometimes I don't know what their flight pattern is, and they can run right into me. And you'll need to shoot their little trail bit by bit. Releasing the shield on those enemies and or their trail will eliminate it quickly. There's the ring shots. Whoa! Yikes. Yeah, even with this game being easier because it's at slower pace than the arcade, especially with the sprite slowdown, it's still fairly difficult at times. But yeah, the power-ups, there's the pod, there's the pod, or the force shield, which you can collect pretty early in the game. There's the S, which gives you a speed up. And there's the weapon upgrades, and they are in the color of blue, which gives you a Ricochet laser, red, which gives you a ring laser, and yellow, which gives you the side flames. There is a little red dot, which gives you an option, and you can have up to 2. An option fighter that shoots whenever you do. And then there's the missiles, which is just an M. This part reminds me of Life Force by Konami, where you can shoot your way through a wall. And I think I might use a save state there, sorry. Here the shield might be useful in which if you can just move up and down just right to get it to shoot the sensors of this ship, which separates into 3 parts. If you try to sneak up, if you try to move along the right side of the screen up or down, be aware that each part can shoot lasers at you. So watch out, or maybe it's 2 of the parts that can shoot lasers. And they can also shoot bullets upwards. Pardon me, I'm having a Coke. Just got back home from work, so need something to help relax me. But yeah, position the force shield so that it will shoot those sensors for you. It's often a good idea to have the force do all the work for you, destroying bosses. It looks like you might get pinned by one of the parts of the ship, but they will just miss you if you're in the bottom right corner. And this might be another one of those enemies that'll go away on its own if you take too long to destroy it. Yeah, this was really popular with Sega Master System enthusiasts. They can all pretty much agree that this was an excellent arcade conversion, or home port from the damn it, sorry, home port from the arcade original. There were sequels like R-Type 2, and there was an R-Type Leo. I think there was an R-Type 3, probably others as well. Yeah, this yeah, I only saw the arcade original once, but it is really cool. I had never seen any of the arcade sequels. And yeah, it's gonna go away. But there are a total of 8 stages. I didn't get all the way through. But we will see at least a little bit of the remaining stages that I did not complete. I think I might have died on this one, or lost all my lives and neglected to continue. Yeah, these worm things with the little claws, it's a good idea to charge your shot and then blast their heads. But watch out for their flying body parts. You don't want to get hit by them. Excuse me. Really don't know what happened to my voice, but like I said, having to wear a mask all day at work, just, I know it's not good for my lungs. Oh man, watch out for those lasers. Those are fast. Super fast lasers. But yeah, you can get ganged up on pretty easily by enemies in this game. It's tough to watch your back all over. Well, I'm looking forward to completing my 20 from the Sega Master System series. Like I said, I never played it back in the day, but it's definitely got some good games. Some good games that weren't even released in the US. Yeah, look out for that hopping robot. Ah, crap. That hopping robot will provide you with the power-ups. The enemy forces are known as the Bido Empire. I don't know a whole lot about the backstory of the game more than that. But yeah, on this stage, definitely use your shield and either fire your shield through the worm enemies, or charge a shot to blast through the through the worms' heads. The invincibility trick is a little tough to do because you need both controllers, and you need to start the trick even before you power the system on. And it doesn't tend to want to work the first couple of times you do it. I have to do it 3 times, and then it worked. The continue trick I wasn't able to do because the emulator didn't want to recognize my joypad controllers. Ah, crap, those stupid lasers. Yeah, you watch out for them. They are fast. Well, that was my game of R-Type, and I neglected to continue. The continue trick you do here is you need to rotate the joystick or the joypad multiple times, and you can give yourself extra continues. And we're going to look at snippets of the rest of the game. This is later on the same level I died. Like I said, we're going to see snippets. We're not going to see full gameplay or anything. This is the boss, and this is kind of a cool boss. It's just this mass of blobs that separate, and you need to not collide with them as they separate. You can have your shield help you out, but I think it's best to charge shots and try to eliminate those blobs as quickly as possible, and then there will be a nucleus within those that you'll need to destroy as well. And this boss might have gone away if you took too long. Yep. But now we're going to go to the next stage. That was stage 5 that I cleared. Like I said, there are 8 stages, and this one's kind of interesting. It has these big spheres that move quickly around the stage, and they can smack right into you, and you want to try to avoid colliding with them. They will end up being the boss. With a whole lot of shots, you can destroy them, and here is the boss sequence part right here. You have to know where they're going to come out. You can destroy them right where I'm at by moving around them and using your bouncing lasers to hit them. And they will come out. You see the holes that they will come out of. Try not to linger by those, or you'll probably get nailed by one. And that's that boss battle. And now we will go to stage 7. Yeah, crap. This stage, it has an interesting boss. There's a whole lot of things that come out of those vents above you, and you just need to avoid getting hit. And you'll also need to shoot at this sensor that appears on occasion on the right. And then once you've destroyed it, then you are done with that stage. The last stage boss is a serious pain in the ass. I guess the boss himself that you have to shoot isn't tough, but he has these spheres that bounce around him, and there's one of those it's blue spheres, and the spheres bounce around in patterns that are kind of hard to determine at first. Ah, crap. But after a while, they will stop bouncing around and they will follow you. And then you, oh yeah, like there. But if you can manage to get around them and keep shooting that that boss and avoid getting hit by those green things that pop out of the bottom and the top, then you can manage to destroy the boss. And now we get the ending sequence to R-Type. After the ending sequence is over, the game will start over with increased difficulty, and you will have faster moving enemies, maybe more numerous enemies. They shoot a lot more often, they shoot a lot faster, etc., etc. But that is R-Type, created by Irem for the arcades in 1987 and released for the Sega Master System in 1988. Definitely one of the best titles you'll play on the Sega Master System. A lot of Sega Master System fans will agree with me. Yeah, see, you just start all over. The enemies are more numerous, like I said, more quick, they have faster shots, they shoot more often, etc. And now here is the Invincibility Cheat. Before you turn on the power, hold down right on controller 1 and up left and button 1 on controller 2 together. With these held, turn on the power, wait until the title screen is completed. This may take a few times to work properly, but we're going to see me invincible. Yeah, there will be a little, there might be a little weird graphical glitch as shots go through you, but you'll still survive. See, I can just fly right through everything, right through all the enemies, right through their bullets, and right through the walls. And we will see me do the. There is the secret area that I just accessed. It's when you've got that big maze full of dots, and you move above it and move back towards the left, and you will go to the secret area. We might not play completely through the secret area, but you will see at least snippets of it. And once I pass through the secret area, I will go to stage 5. Kind of interesting. It's got cool music, interesting weird enemies. But I hope you enjoyed my 20 from the Sega Master System series. My next video will not be number 1, but I will show you the honorable mentions list. There's a lot of good games that we didn't have on our list, and we'll take a look at the best ones. I can't remember how many games there were for the Sega Master System. Probably like 300 something. And some of the best ones were not released in the US, unfortunately. Sega Master System didn't get very good marketing in the US. It's a shame, because it was really capable of more than what the US produced. But there were good games for it made in Europe and Brazil. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of these bouncing, glowing balls that you gotta watch out for. And you just shoot his mouth when you get the opportunity. The balls can be destroyed, but they take a lot of firepower. Since I've got invincibility, I'm just gonna hang around his mouth and just blast the hell out of it. And that's the end of the secret stage, or whatever they called it. The super stage. Well, that is R-type, and at the continue screen, rotate the controller in a clockwise direction several times, then press button 1 for more continues. Keep doing that, and that might lead to a sound select option. But that was R-type, game number 2 in R20 from the Sega Master System series, created by Irem in 1987 in the arcades and for the Sega Master System in 1988. Well, I thank you for watching, and I hope you join me soon for my honorable mentions list, and then later on, game number 1 in R20 from the Sega Master System series. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.